Hello, Babsy. Hello, Savannah. Welcome. I'm working on this project that I have. So 10 different canvases with this background. I'm using dictionary pages to do this collage. And from there, I'll be adding acrylic pouring on top. My plan is to do all 10 canvases before doing any of the pourings. And this is the 6th canvas I'm working on. It's going really well. It takes about 10 hours to complete one canvas. I started gluing this year, so in January. That I had been thinking about this project for a long time. And now it's taking shape. I am live from Canada. See a lot of Canadian flags popping here on the screen. Hello. It's like a cardboard canvas, so I lift it so I can go around. I go around with the paper just because I want to make sure I cover the whole space, the whole surface. That's the most time consuming part. So I have all these little papers here. All from the same dictionary that we were going to throw away at work. And I just rescued the dictionary from the recycling bin. It's funny how sometimes destiny, or I don't know how to call it, push you in the right direction, where I had no intention to do a collage like this, but then it just made sense because I'm an author. So I was looking for a way to do a project that would blend both of my art. So I'm adding words to the canvas, and I'll be writing 10 short stories for this solo exhibit, my first solo exhibit I'm working on. And the exhibit will show the 10 short stories will be printed on big cardboards. I am working on creating my font, my own font coming from my handwriting. I'm using a free software that exists where you can just print out a form and you write the letters and they change it into a font. So I'll be doing that. The short stories will then be printed on big cardboards, and each of them will be assigned to a specific painting. And then I'm self-publishing a book, a hardcover book, containing everything from this solo exhibit and adding a little bit of a backstory around my art career, where I'm going, because this is just the start. This is just the beginning. So thanks for joining me in my studio today. It's always fun to have a lot of people watching me. I get comments that it's relaxing to see the little papers covering slowly the background. No, okay. I'm using professional glue to do this. You can use like cheaper glue, but since it's for an art project that I want to last forever, I invested in a professional glue that has a UV protection in it. And even though it has protection in it, I'm still gonna varnish the whole thing once I'm done with like a spray varnish. Let me know if you have questions. This solo exhibit will be in May, probably May 28th, here in Quebec, in the province of Quebec, in Canada. I'll be streaming live at the same time, part of the night, so you get to be at the big launch with me. You can follow to make sure that you see it when it happens. Hello, thanks for joining me. I try to look at both sides of the little papers because I'm picky. I don't want to use the side that has the most space on it. Like this one, I like both sides, but I'm always trying to pick the side that has the most ink on it because I want to have like the most of my canvas covered with ink. So for example, this one has quite a lot of space here and has less space here, and I'll put the space towards like the outside of what I'm doing so I can glue over the little space here. So I'll even cover that little bit of space with another paper. Let me know if you have questions. I'm willing to answer them. Sometimes people think I'm gluing on a table, but that's not a table. That's a canvas that is set on my table in my office. I installed a little tiny space for my craft. I hope you can hear me because I had a problem with my mic earlier. Can someone let me know in the comments if you hear me? Hello, hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Let me know if you have questions. If you enjoy what you're saying, let me know. Put a couple of hearts. Like this live so I can attract more people, because this year it's my personal challenge to get more visibility for my work. And my motto is visibility creates opportunity. And I'll be able to tell you at the end of the year if that strategy brought some fruits for me. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm not sure. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining me. Welcome in my studio. Hello, Jody, Georgia. Hello, user. Hello, Donald. Hello, Jason, Cal. Welcome, welcome. This project is my first solo exhibit, which gonna, oh, thanks for the hearts. Yay! The hearts are coming in. I always say it feels like people are clapping. Yay! Tell me to keep going. So that's my first solo exhibit. And it's gonna happen in May. I'll be showing my work here in St. George, where I live. I'm gonna be inviting everyone. So if anyone lives close, if you want to join, I'll be sharing the invitation here once I get closer to the actual date. This is like wrapping a present. Just being very careful with the corner here. This is the most time-consuming part, doing the sides, because when I work more in the middle, it goes more smoothly. Yeah, so for those who just joined, I also want to show what, like a mock-up version of what I'm doing. So this is kind of the background. I did this on a piece of paper, and then I do a pouring in the middle, and the pouring is going to be related to short stories that I'm writing for this project, to combine literature with visual arts, because those are the two my two artistic outlets, and I wanted to create a project that would be able to blend both. Hello, thanks for joining. Hello, Donna. Hello, Pilu Hockey. Hello, Island Girl. El Rose. Oh, thanks for the hearts. Helps me get more people on the live today. Hello, thanks for the hearts, Donna. Very nice. Thanks for being here. Keep going, Donna. I love the hearts. Thank you. Thank you for your support. This is great. It's helping me bring more people to see my work. Hello, Ecom Shark. Welcome in my studio. I've been using dictionary pages to create the little papers like that. This is a dictionary that we were going to recycle at my workplace, because I do have a day job. I'm not earning a living with my art as of today. So I do need to work a day job. And we were cleaning out like all the, I don't know, the back store kind of. And when I saw the dictionary, I knew I was taking it home, because I had been doing collages with using what is it called, like a pattern to make clothes. But then someone here from the art community said that I was copying her because she was the one who had done it first. So I didn't want to start a fight over that. I decided to look for another material that I could be using, and just so happened to fall on this dictionary. And it makes so much more sense since I'm an author. So I'm very grateful, even though I cried the day that she told me that I was copying her, because in my mind I was not copying her because I wasn't using it in the exact same way as her. And it really hurt me to think that she thought I was copying her. But then in the end, I'm happy that she did, because it helped me find another idea that would be entirely mine. And that day I had a couple of canvases that were covered already with work using patterns. So I just put all that in the fire pit outside, lit a match, and everything went up in flames. I had a whole bunch of old patterns that were destined to be recycled, but they just ended up in the fire. That was liberating, because I was sad, frustrated, confused. So I needed to evacuate all those emotions. Hello everyone that just joined. Thanks for being in the studio with me today. So yeah, once I saw the dictionary after that experience with the patterns, I just knew that this is what I wanted to use for a future project, because it makes sense since I'm an author. I've been published since 2013. That's when my first book came out. And I have published more than 10 books. I'm working on another book right now, which will be a fantasy book with witches, more like a young adult book. I've been writing in all different genres, but I did publish a fantasy book with a witch a couple of years ago, and it keeps being my bestseller. So considering this, I was looking for another story with a young witch, because I felt like I had more ideas that I could be writing about with witches. And since it was my bestseller, I just thought it would be a great way to earn a little bit more royalties. So I've been working on the book. It's far along, it's coming along, but for now I decided to mainly focus on this, since the exhibit is coming in May. So I want to make sure that I'm ready for this, but still I'm not able to work 100% on just one single thing, simply because I often get bored. I need variety in my day-to-day. And I'm also taking classes at university. They are literature. I still have maybe a year to go because it's part-time, because I'm working full-time. I don't know if you guys have questions. I don't think I've seen any, but sometimes it goes quickly, so I might miss them. So it's not because I'm ignoring you, simply because I haven't seen your question. So just let me know if you have a question. Thanks for the hearts. Very nice. I do get questions about this glue, so you can see the link on my profile. It's a professional glue, so if you just want to do more like a craft thing, you can use Mod Podge, because this glue is just a little bit more expensive. It's more for if you want to create something that will last a long time. It has UV protection, so it doesn't yellow as quickly as school glue or Mod Podge. So I like to spread the little papers like that, so I get to pick as I go. Thanks for being in the studio today. Thanks for liking. You know that for people trying to get more visibility, you can help with the hearts. You can help just by being present here. It helps with when you comment, because TikTok sees that people are interacting, they are interested, so they push my live to more people, so I get even more visibility. What I would like in my future career is to be invited to show my work in different countries. So that's my long-term goal. That's why I feel like this platform can help me get my work to the international scene. But for now, I'm just local. But you gotta start somewhere, right? It's my first solo exhibit. I've been doing a lot of what they call like group exhibits, where I just have one piece of work along with other people's work. So we pick a theme. Thanks for the hearts. We pick a theme, and then you have to submit your painting, and you get picked out to be part of the exhibit. I've been also selling my work. It's always fun when I get to sell some work, to feel like a stranger will admire my piece, put it on their work wall or in their home. Hello, thanks for the hearts. Hello Manu. Hello Never. Donna, thank you so much. I'm very grateful. So just to give you an idea of what I'm doing, this is a mock-up I created. So I like pour paintings. I will do 10 of them. So those are different ones that I just tried on paper. And the pourings will be linked to the short stories that I'm writing. So it's an exhibit that will combine writing stories to the emotion of the abstract paint. The way I convey emotion with my abstract paint is that I'll go and see which colors are linked, for example, to anger. When you think of anger, what color is black or red, right? Well, at least here in my culture. And when you think of anger, you think of broken lines. So I'll be giving it the movement of like, I'll just be shaking it so it has like a broken line kind of symbol. Whereas if the story is more joyful, I'll be picking colors like yellow, for example. and I'll be giving it more organic lines, circles or swirls, which evoke joy. So that's how I try to convey the emotion within the work. I am streaming from Canada. I'm located in the province of Quebec. Working on my first solo exhibit. I really enjoy gluing the little pieces of paper. It's time consuming, but at the same time it's relaxing. Hello, hello. I see a lot of people joining, maybe not staying, but we are 13 right now, so thanks for being here with me today. Another way you can support my work is buying through my Amazon associate links. Whenever you buy something from there, I get a couple of cents or dollars, and it's the same price when you order, so you don't have to pay more. You don't pay me directly any money, but then Amazon will give me part of the sales proceeds, and I'll be using that money to buy more material for this. I need to buy I needed to buy the glue, but that's covered. I now need to buy the frames for my exhibit. Also, I want to buy a whole new set of paints, because one of the key to a nice pouring is to have the exact same paints. If you mix brands, or sometimes I've been mixing water within the paint, and I was just experimenting, so all my paints now are just messed up. So you need to have the same consistency as much as you can to prevent from cracking, because if the paint is not the same consistency, then some of it will dry faster, others will take more time, so that's what can cause cracking. And also it helps when it's the same consistency, that if you have one that's lighter, it will rise on top, and so it will become like the main color, and that's not necessarily what you want when you're doing a pouring. So that's why I need to buy new paints. You can also send me gifts here through the platform if you want to support financially. But just by being here, it's already supporting me. It doesn't have to be through money. It can be through your comments and through your presence coming back here. I've been doing lives for the past 2 weeks, showing my process, answering questions. Oh, we're up to 58. That went up very quickly. So let me know if you have questions. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat. Is that how I can call it? Oh, thanks for the hearts. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Dia. Hello, Canadian Sniper. Thanks for being here. Hello, Mahmoud. Thanks for being here. Hello, la colombiana. Vamos a poder hablar en español, ¿verdad? Just keeping English. French is my first language. I speak English and Spanish. Hello, Savannah. Hello, Nursha. Hello, B. Abona. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Olga. Hello, Pet. Hello, Samar. Miriam. Trisha. Hello, welcome in my studio. I'm glad you're here. I'm hoping also at the same time that you get inspired to create your own work. If you enjoy like junk journaling or any type of collage, people have been asking me like, can I do this with a newspaper? Of course, why not? You can do it with old books also. Sometimes libraries just are desperate to unload some of the older books that they have. I know a book feels too sacred to tear apart, but sometimes they're gonna end up in the trash anyway. This dictionary was on its way to the trash. Also, old school books that have outdated information. My husband studied in IT. Do you think those books are still relevant 20 years later? No, they're not. So this is an old dictionary that was gonna be discarded anyway. So that's why I don't feel sad at all when I tear it apart. I have some videos showing the process of me tearing that apart. So if you're interested, you can look it up. I have some videos here on TikTok, but I also have them on YouTube because most of these recordings that I'm doing live, I'll upload them to YouTube to get more visibility and evergreen content. So you guys get to be live with me, and then others will have to watch the recording. Hello, Christopher. Hello, Shasi. Hello, Lori. Hello, Can. Hello, Zoe. Thanks for joining me today. I'm live from Canada, from the province of Quebec, so French Canadian. I speak French, English, and Spanish. I was able to live in the US many years ago, so that's where I learned most of my English. I was living in a host family in Utah as a student, and then also another exchange student. I lived in Mexico, in Mexico City. I lived in Mexico for a year and a half total. I was a student for 6 months in ITAM, if you know this university in Mexico. And then I went back and worked there for about a year. And then I came back to live here, closer to my family. So see, I prep these little pieces of paper, and then I look them, like I try to look at both sides to pick the side that has the more ink. So this one I would pick this side, but still I feel like there's still a lot of space there. See this? So satisfying at the end of the day when I get to peel that off. I like to spread a couple of them, and then I glue a section, add some more glue to the section. I think this is the all-time highest number of people that have been here at the same time. So thanks for being here. Don't forget that you can ask questions. Oh, since some of you guys are just coming here. Oh, thanks for the hearts. Cheryl, thank you. I'm gonna show you, so at the end I'm gonna be doing a pouring on top of this background. So these are just mock-ups that I was doing, so I don't like 100% of the pouring that I've done. I was just trying with random paints that I have left here. I'll be buying new ones. So this is what will happen afterwards. I guess I could be cheating and not cover with the little papers. I just don't feel it's right to do that. Might have a disorder because it would make sense not to put it in the middle because since I'm going to be doing a pouring. Just feels like cheating. This is the first project that I'm using this concept. I created this because I wanted to blend my like what I like. I'm an author first, and I got into painting years later. I got my first book published in 2013, and I started with pouring in 2019. I get a couple $100 from selling books, and from my paintings I always sell between 2 and 5 pieces a year. I feel like this year I'll be getting more visibility, in part thanks to you guys. Thanks for being here. So it's my first solo exhibit also. It's the first time I'm putting that much work getting my work out there. So obviously I feel confident I'll be selling more work. I do create work that is more aesthetic. I feel this one is more of a weirder type of artsy thing. I don't know if I'll sell any of those, but the way the art scene works here is that you get to offer this as an exhibit. So I'll be doing one in May, but afterwards I can offer it to other places, and these places can give you a small amount of money to use your art on their walls. So let's say you go to a small local museum, they have a budget to pay you to exhibit your work. And that's what I'm aiming to do. Hopefully I'll be able to get at least one professional space to show my work, and they give a couple $100, so it helps cover the material that I used to do this. Also, I'll be publishing a book. Since I know about self-publishing, I want to create a hardcover. The hardcover will be a blend of the paintings and the short stories, and I also want to add, oh, thanks for the hearts. Who sent me some hearts? I beat my son. Okay, I hope that's a joke. Josh, hi. RC, Nara, Elvis, Les Secrets de Us, Lovely, Peace. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for joining me in my studio. Renee, Mr. Cheetah, Jen C, Mariana. Thanks for being here. If you have questions, let me know. Thanks for the hearts. It helps me get my life to more people. It helps me get my work out there, because my motto for this year is visibility creates opportunity. You never know, like who could be here and maybe call me or email me to offer some opportunity, like selling in their boutique or something like that. Hello, Ambitious Retta. Hello, MC. Hello, Travis. Hello, Bizarros Canada. Hello, welcome. Welcome to my studio. Since I'll be doing the pourings later, if you want to be notified before I do them, because I feel it's the most interesting part of this visual creation, make sure that you hit follow on my profile. You can also see the replays for these lives if you like to have like some background noises for your own studio. They will be posted on YouTube. Hello, Emma. Thanks for being here today. Let me know if you have questions. Lily Rose, hi. Tiffany, hi. hi. Butter, hi. Oh, I see a bunny. V. Kumar, hi. Welcome to my studio. So I'll be making 10 of those canvases for my first solo exhibit. It comes with 10 short stories. The theme of my short stories is about life decisions. I've been interviewing 10 different people from an old people's house, and they told me about their lives. They were very generous to share their life story with me, and from these interviews I just noticed a trend of some decisions that can change your life, like deciding to start launch a business or going back to school. So all of them had different ways of changing their lives. So I decided that my short stories will be inspired with that. So that's gonna be fictional, but still based on my interviews. And then I'm doing a pouring on top of the canvas. I'm using an old dictionary, tearing away the pages, and then I do a whole bunch of these. Sometimes I tear them during a live, so you might see that. I also have videos on YouTube, but also I like doing that while I'm watching TV. Who can watch TV and just not do anything anymore? Like not do anything at the same time. I always need to have like two things going at once. Hello R, hello Vinaya, hello Rose, hello Wima, welcome. Hello Alexia. I wish I could read different letters. I can only read the letters, Latin letters, I guess. So sorry if I can't read your name. J Page, hi. Shana, hi. Ram, hi. Welcome. So this is the 6th Canva I'm doing. I need 10. I'll be buying cute frames. The exhibit will happen here in Quebec in May. I have a small studio here in my home. And it feels like you guys are here with me today. So imagine you're in Quebec. My house is warm, but outside it's very cold. And there is not a ton of snow. There maybe, I don't know how much snow, but there's not much snow. Everything is covered in snow, but it's not thick snow. Hello, Flourish Forward, Naren, Shush, Chicken Jockey, Tammy, Najoro, hi, Maria, Lena. Hello, what am I creating? Okay, so I'm creating 10 canvases like that, and just a mock-up is this here. I did this on a piece of paper, but I'll be doing a pouring in the middle, and the concept is have like joining words with painting, because I'm an author and I wanted to have a project that would express both in words and in visual arts. And I also have 10 short stories that go along with each of the canvas. So short story, like a short way to explain what I'm creating is that. And the little pieces come from an old dictionary. It's a bilingual dictionary, and I really like that because it's so Canadian. And I'm a proud Canadian. Also, I speak both English and French. So I felt like it was the perfect dictionary for this piece. Hello TM, Honey, Viv, Mary, Marie-Renée, hello. Hello Razia, Mia, Zola, hi. Thanks for joining me. I see many Canadian flags in you guys' username. Where are you guys from? From Quebec. If you want to support my work, the easiest way is to leave a like on this live so I get more people here to join us in the studio. Hello Tila, Exotic Butters, Travis, hello. Humbaloo, hello. Hello Mrs. Williamson, thanks for the hearts. Hello Acacia. Christy Z, thanks for the hearts. Hello Stacy, welcome in my studio. This is a party. So many people are here. Hello, hello, let me know if you have questions. This is the main project I'm working on this year. I'm very excited for my show, what's gonna happen in May. And also I'm very excited to publish another book. It's gonna be my first art book. Just feels like so much more professional once you have a book dedicated to your work. And since I have experience with self-publishing, it will be a breeze to do that on Amazon system, KDP. If you have questions about that, I can answer questions. So the way it works is that it's a print-on-demand service. I'll be using their hardback option. It's gonna look great. And I'm using the free Canva version to do the layout. I'll be doing that because I haven't started. Obviously, I'm just working on the backgrounds for now. Hello Letterbox, Naomi, hello Sorino, hello Adele, hello User, hello Your Artsy Girl, hello Emily, I need more glue. Welcome to my studio. Hello. So do you think it's calming to look at the little collage? Nessa, hi, you're back, Nessa. Nice to have you here. Hello, I love to see this art. Thank you so much. Art Digital Studio. What do you create, Art Digital Studio? Let me know. Hello, Arlette. Can we see the progress? Yeah. Let me. That's where I'm at. This is one that's completed. It's 16 by 20 inches. Thanks. Someone's commenting, wow. Nesrien, hi. Oh, thanks, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So I have this little here where I tear the papers. Trying to bribe my kids to help me create the little papers, but that doesn't happen. I don't mind tearing the paper, but I need so many of them that I would like some help on that. but my kids just don't want to help. So it's okay. I'll be able to say that I did it all by myself. It takes about 10 hours to cover one canvas. And I have 10 to make. Hello Locke, hello Naz, hello Andrea. Are you going to fill the whole grid with letters or make a specific shape? Okay, I'm doing a pour painting, so the example that I can show is a mock-up that I created. So this is the type of abstract work I'm doing on top, and this goes along with short stories that I'll be writing. So what I'm aiming for is I'll be choosing specific colors that go along with the story. So let's say if it's a story that has a lot of anger, I'll pick red and I'll give it more harsher lines by moving the canvas in a certain way. And the other example, if it's more joyous story, then I'll be using some yellows. So yeah, just picking different colors to convey the emotion with the shape that I'm gonna give it is the second part of this project. I haven't started writing the short stories yet. I think once I'm done with the canvas, just the back of the canvas, I'll be writing the short stories, and then based on those short stories, I'll be doing the pourings. And then I need to buy some cute frames. The exhibit is planned in May. I feel like I'll be able to be ready on time. I took some time off from my day job so I can dedicate more time to this. Because anyway, we're all gonna die. So I don't really care about my job that much. Just rather be doing whatever I want in my studio. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining. Thanks for staying on. I think I reached my all-time higher number of people at the same time today. I think I've seen 150 earlier. That's a crazy amount of people at the same time. Hello Wild Orchid, hello Muskan, hello Kegman, hello Theodorus, welcome. This project feels like the most personal project I've done since it blends together literature and visual arts. I've been a published author since 2013. What's going on? They're asking me like a test. TikTok is prompting me a test. Like I'm a robot or something. Okay, I'm not a robot. I'm a person. Hello, thanks for being here. Let me know if you have questions. Trying to keep an eye on both my canvas and whatever is happening with the chat. But it's not that easy. Hello, Tony. Welcome. Hello, Ellie. Elite. Hello, Allison. Hello, Nikki Chen. Nikki next. Hello, Shanti. Hello, JJ. Welcome. Welcome, everyone, in my studio. You are now in Quebec, in Canada. I am French Canadian. I'm a visual artist and an author. I enjoy sharing my studio work with you guys, so thanks for those who are staying with me. Thanks for being curious about this project. Hello, Corey. Hello, SD. Hello, Diju. Hello, Gerda. Hello, Zoka. Oh, thanks for the hearts. Hey, hey, hey. Michelle, not Obama. Hello, welcome. Hello, user. Hello, Mary. Hello, Amen Realty. Welcome. You can ask question. Allô, oh, French. Je viens du Québec. Hello, Omar. Hello, Salon Lana. Bree, hello. Welcome in my studio. Outaouais. Moi la Beauce, en Chaudière-Appalaches. I'm working on my first solo exhibit. This is exciting. This is my best work yet because it represents me even more than everything I've done before. I feel like I've evolved a lot recently since I went through some difficult, let's say, life situations. And also it has helped me taking classes in literature. I feel like my art world has opened. I'm a self-taught person, so being able to take online classes in university was very eye-opening to me. I felt like it gave me permission to do crazier things. Just how I had to read some text where the author decided not to use any punctuation. I didn't know that was allowed. That means I get to do whatever the hell I want. So freeing. I'm trying to find more work. I'm trying to find more freedom in my life. I need more freedom. So that really gave me permission to do crazier things. Because who's gonna say that this is not crazy, painting thousands of little pieces of dictionary to canvases and then showing that to people? It seems like it's working because a lot of you guys are interested in seeing me working in my studio. So I'm very happy about that. I did not expect that at all. If you have questions, I'm chatting today. Sometimes I do silent lives just because I'm an introvert and sometimes I just can't, like, with the speaking. But today I'm chatty, so you can ask me questions if you want. Hello, Jesus. Hello, Ali. Hello, Mathilde Van. Hello, Miniatures. Hello, Cricri. Welcome in my studio. Oh, Thanks for liking, user 35. When you send me likes like that, it helps me so much because it brings more people. It tells TikTok, its algorithm, that something fun is going on over here. And it brings more people and it gives me more visibility. And this is what I'm looking for this year. Thank you so much for the Dijou. Hello, thanks for the hearts. Hello, Nimar. Also, if you follow my profile on TikTok, it also helps me get more visible. And it helps you because it's gonna prompt you when I get more likes when I'm in my studio, so you get to see when I'm live. I don't commit to a specific schedule simply because I'm looking for more freedom in my life. So at this point, I don't want to have like a specific time commitment. I want to keep this fun. I need more fun in my life also because I'm very critical of myself. This is a way to get healthier expectations of me. Yeah, just I want to enjoy this lifetime that I get and not always be so hard on myself and goal oriented. I'm the type of person who can change a hobby into an obligation. Like reading a novel, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta finish that one. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. Merci Dijou pour les cœurs. Hello Milika, hello Nick, thanks for joining. Let me know if you have questions. I prep these little pieces. Sometimes I do a live when I'm prepping. Sometimes I'm just watching TV. I think I'm gonna go over here. I like to spread the little papers and pick as I go. I look both sides to make sure I get the most ink. Hello Stormly. Hello Navjo. Hello Here for Trouble. Welcome in my studio. I still have 4 more canvas to go. This is going more quickly than I anticipated. I try to work every day, a little bit every day. But when I see a lot of people are here with me, I just don't want to stop. You're like my support team. And when I see little hearts flashing on the screen, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting applauded. Feels like I'm getting applauded. How many are we right now? 76. That's awesome. Thanks for being here. Don't be shy if you want to share things, thoughts. I can interact today. Sometimes I might miss your comment if it goes too quickly on the screen, so I'm very, very sorry if that happens. I'm not ignoring you, but sometimes I'm not perfect at looking up, simply because I have to look at what I'm gluing here. Hello Matthew, hello Aria, hello new TT 1999, hello Dax, hello Sam, welcome. I need a little bit more glue. What are you using to glue the pieces? Varnish glue. That's a specific glue that is also a kind of varnish at the same time. And it's sold on Amazon. I have the link in my profile. But it's a professional glue, so it can be expensive. If you just want to have some fun, I'd go with Mod Podge. But if you're working on a more professional project, I would definitely invest in this type of glue. And then at the end, once I'm done with the actual painting on top, I'll also add a varnish, a UV varnish. It's a spray. I spray it on top. I just want to make extra sure that everything is protected. And since I don't have any protection in the paint itself, I still need to varnish the whole thing at the end. If you buy through my link in my profile, Amazon will give me a little bit of money and it helps me pay for the framing for this project. So that would be very much appreciated. These recordings are also used on my YouTube if you want to check them out. If you want to go back, if you missed something, you want to go. Sometimes also people can put it on just to feel like they're not alone in their studio. They can work alongside me. So it's going to be there forever and ever. Same name on your TikTok, YouTube. Yes, Josiane Fortin. French name, French Canadian. Actually, no. Did I put my real name on there? Wow. I have it on in my profile, the actual name. I think it's like author, artist, something. Hello Jam, hello Room Temp, Shock, hello More People Like, hello HK, hello David, hello Sylvia. Thanks for joining me in my studio. Glad to have you here today. Let me know if you have more questions. I think some people got inspired to use a collage in their studio too, because you can use any type of paper that you enjoy, more colorful papers, anything that represents you. No, I'm gonna have to leave it there. It's not gonna leave. I'll be adding a pouring on top of this background later on. I have 10 to make. This is my main project right now because I'm preparing for a solo exhibit in May here in the province of Quebec, in my hometown. So I'm a local artist looking to be recognized internationally, nothing less. How many years is that gonna take me? 1, 20, who knows? I'm not giving up. Hello, hello, welcome. Madame Bovary, hello. I'm so sad some of the names I can't read them because they're in a different alphabet, and I feel stupid for not knowing other alphabets, but I don't. I'm sorry. It's lacking. Takes about 10 hours to cover one canvas. It's 16 by 20 inches. Yeah, we do use inches in Canada for size. We use a mix of imperial and the old imperial system with the new, I forgot the name, like the normal system that the whole world use, the metric system. We have both. We use both at the same time. Hello Jules, hello W Roberts, hello Alien, hello Sharon, Kathy, Amos, welcome. Let me know if you have questions. I do understand if you ask them in French, Spanish, or English. That's the extent of the languages I understand. I'm learning German, but I'm not an advanced German speaker. I understand mostly by reading, but once I get into speaking it, I'm not good. It's just not coming out of my mouth. It's always the simplest to read first is the easiest. I'd like to get more people to join us, so if you want to press like, that would be helpful. If you want to share, I'd like to get more people in my studio, so it's a big party. You can interact with me, I'll answer your questions, or if you want to share where you're from, what you guys are working on. Are you artists too? Claudine, Vanya, hi. Inspire me, hi. Go away, hi. Don't go away, stay with us. So once I'm done covering the canvas, I'll be working on my short stories. So I'm not really sure if I'll be doing lives with that, because I don't know if anyone is interested in seeing that, but I've seen other authors do it, so I might as well try it. And then after that, I'll be doing the pourings. That's the best part, I think. The most interesting thing to see. Make sure you follow my profile so you're here with me when I do that. Probably in March, I'll be doing that. I'm already getting excited just talking about it. Sorry to ask on your YouTube, is it your art like here too? Because I didn't find a YouTube channel, your name, Autrice. Look on my profile and you'll see like at whatever my name on YouTube is. And yes, I do have a lot of those recordings. But I also have other materials because I used to talk about life coaching topics. I'm really into self-development. So maybe that's what you saw when you went on YouTube. Let me know if you find it. Hello to everyone who's joining. Yeah, I was saying I have a YouTube channel where I add those recordings. If you want to follow me there, I have my my channel name is on my profile picture, my profile here. You can also find on my profile a link to a list of supplies that I use in my videos. You'll also see other products that I use in that list. So you'll find like my watch that I'm using. You will also find a journal. This is the current journal that I'm writing on right now, because I've been journaling since I was 9 and now I'm 43. I number my journals because I want to know like what order, because I have so many now. And so I know I'm on number 27. So journal number 27, you can buy the exact same journal I'm using right now. I like journals that are lined just because I like to write. I don't like messy writing. I like to write very straight. And it's a very high quality journal. I really like to invest in that and have something nice to write on. I always write the date in pen and then I do the writing in pencil, so I get to correct my mistakes as I go if I see them. And I'm very big at journaling. It gets things out of my mind. So yeah, if you buy through my affiliate, it gives me a couple of dollars each sale. It's a way of Amazon to reward me from bringing traffic to their website, so it doesn't cost more to you. It just gives less money to Amazon and it gives some to me so I can buy more material for this project. Hello Partout Canada, hello Owner. Wow. Hello Mrs. Tawatal, hello Dudu. I use this old glue cover. I used to put the glue directly on the canvas, but then I started using this and I feel it's a better way. It's not as messy. Even though I waste a little bit more glue because at the end there's always a little bit of glue at the bottom. And I don't like to waste. But I decided it was worth it for this specific situation. Okay, I'm just finishing those pieces and then I'm done for today. Last chance if you want to ask me a question. I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow since it's the weekend. Normally I work. I've been doing lives every weekday. So you can come back on Monday if I'm not here tomorrow. But let's see what I've done. So that's how far I am. And this is one that has been completed. I have to make 10 of those. And then just an example, I'll be doing the pour painting on top. So this is what it will look like. Well, it's going to be that way. This one goes like this way. Or this. Those are examples of what it's going to look like. Make sure you follow my profile so you get notified when I go live. And if you have questions, you can see my products on my profile. Bye!